Alright, so I'm back, and this is going to be a different type of video. I got the new iPhone 12 mini, and it's right here. I'm doing this for a reason, because, okay, the camera that I'm looking at in front of me, I used to use it for paranormal investigations. I removed the lens, I removed the infrared filter, or hot mirror as you want to call it, from behind the lens and reinstalled it, refocused it, everything. And generally, you can use, you see how I look, there's my TV over there, so I look pretty normal as far as colors go. My shirt doesn't look purple. Sometimes some of the cameras don't adjust for that after you modify them. Well, the reason I'm mentioning this is because iPhones have always had an infrared light in the front screen area, or the forehead, back before it was a full-on screen. And they were always flashing all the time. You can't see the infrared light, but my camera can. And this camera over here that you see on the picture-in-picture cannot see it. It can see the dot, but it can't see the light emitted from it. And so I'm just raising the question, what are our phones doing and why? Because I want you to imagine, we're in 2020, and now is the day where you walk around and you look at anybody, and generally they're, I'm going to cover, they're like this, down and walking and looking at their phone. Now imagine an infrared light constantly beaming you in the face that you cannot see. And this is where I raise the question, why? Now I understand Face ID, I understand raise to wake, and if you got a phone call and you actually use your phone like this versus wearing headphones, that it'll use the infrared sensor to shut off the screen while you're doing this, and then it'll raise to wake, basically the same whole idea. So when you set your phone back down, your screen will be back on. I get all that, I understand, that's what the little dots are for. But I found that when I was in my Instagram, that you can just be scrolling your regular Instagram, right, where it shows a grid of all your photos, or even Instagram in the search bar, and it shows just a grid of what they recommend for you, and this little infrared light is not flashing. But as soon as you click on a picture and you look at it, you best believe that beam is boom. It is in your face. And the reason I'm explaining all this first is because I'm about to set my camera to black and white mode, because it's going to be a little bit better, because I'm about to turn off the lights and it'll allow you to see better. And I have this camera over here that's not modified for infrared, so you can see that the light is not emitting infrared light to the human eye, because we can't see it, right? Now there's infrared all around us. The sun emits infrared. Your standard light bulb emits tons of infrared. LEDs do not emit infrared. Commercial compact fluorescent lights do, but very little. And that's why, because I got fluorescent bulbs, that's why I like my shirt looks black or charcoal gray the way it's supposed to be, and it doesn't look purple. Because when you have infrared, it'll change the color and it'll look purplish. And real quick, I'll show you what I mean. And some cameras that are modified, they look different. More pink, more purple, some are black and white. But mine's in color, and I'm going to set it to black and white. So I'm going to show you real quick. So I'm going to raise to wake. You see that? That's the Face ID, right? And so my phone is unlocked. So let me turn off the lights, and then I'll show you a little bit more. And that's why I was covering it initially to begin with, because I didn't want the light to be blinking all over the place. So I'm going to turn off the light. It's it's getting dark in here, so, and then I'm gonna set my camera to monochrome. So let me go over here. There we go. And we will, as you can see, the light flashing on my phone. Here, I'll click it off. Now I'm going to go raise to wake. And you see the infrared light. I look at it, it unlocks. Now I can swipe and unlock. And so now here's my screen on my phone, right? I have a privacy screen, so sorry about that. So now I'm just on my regular screen. I'm not in an app. So why is the infrared light beaming so much? Now it is also flashing, right? So when I get close up, you can see that there is another one. It is just ticking, see? Let me click it so it doesn't go. You can see it's just barely, and then it flashes. So I can understand the small one, you know, so it could adjust to see when to shut off the screen, when you flip it around or whatever, and you know, it can do all that stuff, right? So, but the flashing one, that's the one that gets me. This isn't a conspiracy video. This is just to kind of enlighten you, infrared enlighten you, I guess, to imagine when you're walking around and you're seeing people with their phone in their hand. Imagine this infrared light flashing, beaming in everybody's face. That's what I want you to picture. So here's my PairaGamers Instagram. It's official PairaGamers. You can't really see. So now my camera will flash, but okay, I'm probably have to close it out so it doesn't do that first. So let me fully close out the app, right? Okay, now let me go back to Instagram. Okay, here we go. So now it's just, well, it's doing a little tick, right? And it's doing the flash. See, earlier it wasn't doing that. It wasn't doing this flash until I went to click on one of my photos. And then you go to look at the photo, and then it was doing the flash. So it's kind of weird, isn't it? But I go back, and then I scroll, and I'm not getting the flash in my face, but I'm getting that light little tick, you know, the infrared little light. So they know what you're doing. They know when you stop to look at a photo. I don't know why it wants to flash. I don't know if they're taking photos and they're scanning your eyeballs to see. See, because I'm in a photo now, and that's what it does. It starts to flash. Here's a video I did. Doesn't do it on the videos. It's interesting. Photo. Well, see, I'm in. Yeah, there it goes. There's another photo. See? So now I go back to my regular feed where it shows, you know, just a, just a grid. And as you're scrolling, you're not getting that infrared flash. You go to the search bar, the same thing. You go in your search and it shows you recommended, and you sit there and scroll. It doesn't do anything. You get that little, little light tick like that. But as soon as you click on something, you best believe that light is flashing. So let me see. Let's go to Amazon, right? So here's an early Black Friday deal. My daughter wants Just Dance game, so let's click on that. Okay, now I'm in the listing. Yep. It's flashing. So why is it doing that? Okay. So what about YouTube? If I scroll my YouTube feed, I mean, I get the little light tick, you know, that one don't bother me. I'm looking at the camera because I'm also looking at the TV to decide to see if I can see the infrared flash, because I have it connected to my device. There it goes. So I must have scrolled a little too slow right there. And then there's NBA basketball. So if I stop on a video, does it flash me? Nope. Do I have to click on the video? So let's go. Let me go to one of my videos so I don't have to worry about copyright and stuff. Okay, so that's my video feed. I'll just lower the volume because I'm gonna get an ad. I know, dumb ads. I hate them too. That's why I make them skippable. Okay, but those were short ones. Okay, so here we go. My video's playing. Okay, I got the infrared light. Little infrared light tick. This is weird because I'm seeing myself sit in the chair. I'm actually wearing the same hoodie in the video. Well, I don't see a light flash. Alright, so I don't know. I don't have I have a Facebook, but I don't have Facebook on my phone. I try to stay off. See, I'm on my home screen. I try to stay off social media, you know, too much. So, see, watch. I'll unlock it. It's gonna do the Face ID. See that? It's trying to unlock. It's pretty interesting though. Now watch. Unlocked. See, I wasn't looking at it and it didn't unlock, and now it unlocked. Okay, so anyway, you know, enough with the video. Let's get the lights back on here, and I'll see if I can set the camera back to auto. And yeah, see, it's got to adjust the color. Let's turn this off here so I don't do that, because it was you know, it's a modified camera, and so it has to get the lights and, you know, adjust to that, especially when I had it with the purple screen. So I don't know how long it'll take. Let me see if I can put something dark over the screen. Maybe get it to adjust faster. No? Anyway, well, there you go. You can see that it's a modified camera. And so, you know, there you go. There's the purple light. And so, yeah. Thanks for watching. Again, this isn't a conspiracy video. I just want... see, it's starting to adjust. I just want people to... Oh, really? There we go. I just want people to see what we're doing with our technology. You know, I try to stay off social media too much because I know they're tracking through your Wi-Fi, through your cellular connection. They're tracking your internet. That's why you get advertisements that are relevant to you, to relevant what you've talked about, to what you hear people talk about, because your phone is always listening. You know, I'm not saying that it's all bad or whatever. I'm just saying that just be mindful of your time. You know, you need to stay on social media too much. Like one of the guys that I work with, we talk about, you know, I don't work overtime at my job. They offer it. I never work it. I haven't worked overtime in a few years now because I value my personal time, my home time with my family and whatever. And so when I got this new phone, and I was like, you know what? I wonder, because I haven't had a phone in a few years. And so I was like, I wonder if this one with the Face ID, if it uses infrared to unlock, And so I came in here, tested it with my camera, and I found that it did. And I was like, man, what are we doing, these days? And so then I was like, well, let me scroll my Instagram and see what it does. And yeah, they're flashing the infrared light. Are they taking our photos? Who knows? I don't know. We may never know. But are they checking where your pupils are in relation to the photo? Because they want to know what you're looking at, right? They already admit that they know when you stop. Of course, they like it. They know when you like a photo, a video, whatever. But they know when you stop to look at something. And they know how long you're looking at the photo already, because you've already stopped to look. And they're using these infrared lights more than likely to send them that data. And so that's why they recommend you, different stuff that you look at in Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Or you go to Amazon and then you see a purchase ad for Amazon in your feed when you're on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And so, again, this isn't conspiratorial. This is just to give you an idea. I want you to imagine when you're out there and you see everybody on their phones, just imagine this light that you can't see. Just imagine it flashing in everybody's faces, and I want you to just tell yourself, what do you really think about that? And so that's what this whole video is about, really. Just showing you what your phone's doing, and just to open your eyes to the infrared, And so thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. I don't make a whole lot of videos these days. I was sick lately. And with the whole pandemic thing, I can't get my buddy to come over right now, even though we work together. Because his parents and all that other good stuff, he doesn't want to pass it along to his family. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Man, I get this light to stop flashing. Thanks for watching. Maybe if I turn off Face ID, it'll stop. But the other little light probably won't. And I'll see you in the next video.